I'm Dave Jones, one of the 4 organisers. We also have, I think, the full set today. We've got Scott at the front here, founder of SWmobile. We've got Carl, who is where? At the back there. Dan at the front, and myself. We do have a vacancy for a 5th organiser if anyone would like to join us, or if you want to help on a sort of more informal basis. We do have quite a few volunteers like Christoph, Andy, Jake. So if you want to join our midst, then please have a chat with us in the pub afterwards. We only really exist, or thankfully we can put on meetups like this and provide beers and go to the pub and provide tabs thanks to our sponsors. We currently have 5 sponsors, including Dyson, Hargreaves Lansdown, who are both local employers and typically recruiting most months. So if you want to get in touch with them, please use these contact details. We also have, I think we have some Cookpad people here today. I think I've seen a few wandering in at the end there. Yeah, it's Cookpad. Are you guys recruiting right now or not? I guess you're almost always recruiting, it seems. But yeah, the Cookpad are relatively new to the Bristol scene. They've been here a couple of years now and growing quite significantly. So always a good option if you're looking for somewhere new. Calvium, I think we've got a couple of Calvium people here. Yes, you guys are looking for anyone right now? Nope, but you do have some freebies for us.
We do have some freebies.
Yes, so we've got some little mobile testing stands if you want to have a little stand.
About half of them have got the wrong phone number over there, and if you see any products described on the back, don't ask us for those, they're all defunct. But, you know, the logo's still right. Yeah.
Cool. Well, they've got some freebies on the table over there, so help yourselves.
Ooh, there's like a million more of them back at the office, but I think I've been in carrying capacity.
Cool. Okay, thanks Rich. And finally Good Energy, who definitely are recruiting. I know we've got Dominic at the back there, it's from Good Energy, and I know Dan's working with them right now. So if you want to learn about what opportunities there are available there, have a chat with them at the pub afterwards. Venue logistics, I know I sent this out earlier via a message, but we don't have any security here tonight, so in the event of a fire, here is a fire exit. Break the thing if you need to, or go out through the main stairwell, don't use the lifts. Go out through the back way, which is the way most of you would have come in if you were after 6:30, and then congregate by the harbour side. And I'll try and do my best to do a fire marshal impression, but hopefully not. Toilets are in the stairwell opposite the lifts when you came in. Gents on the right, ladies on the left. And at the end, if you could just help us tidy up a little bit, get bottles into the bins and tidy up the chairs and so on, we can get to the pub much quicker and everyone will be happy. Coming up, we have our next meetup is already booked in for March. It's at Cookpad on Wednesday of the 20th of March. Carl is organising. I know he's still looking for speakers.
I am, yeah, we've got one definitely confirmed, but we've got any lightning talks, main talks they want. First time, interesting thing you want to discuss, tweet me, give me a shout, chat at the pub, whatever, yeah, there's definitely space.
Fab. Thanks Carl, and thanks to Cookpad for volunteering to host that. Tonight we've got 5 speakers. First up we have Holly and Chris, who are both Just Eaters. They're giving us a talk about living in a post-agile world. We've also got Scott giving a talk about Charles Proxy, which is a tool some of us will be familiar with, some won't. And then after the break we'll have David Branton give us a talk about instant apps. Dan's going to give us an overview of Bitrise, and I'm going to fill in the last few minutes with some app experimentation using Optimizely X. The call for papers, which is basically our invites for talks, is cfp.swmobile.org. If you have an idea, if you don't want to talk about it in the pub and you just want to think about it more at home, send us a link go via this link, and we'll be in touch, and hopefully we'll give you a chance to come and speak to us. Finally, we got a Slack group, which I think we've got 100 or so members on. I think now out of the 1,000 odd that we've got in the Southwest Mobile group. To join it, you just need the invite code Southwest. Please don't share it, so we don't get recruiter spam on there and stuff. But otherwise, it's a very open group. Great for chatting about problems you might be having, or advice you want to get from other people. Afterwards, we are going to go to SWmobile for a change. I know we often go to the Volley on King Street, but we're going to go to SWmobile this time. It is slightly smaller. We might be a little bit more squished, and they don't take bookings, but we thought we'd go and support one of the other pubs around here. So when you come out, back entrance out past the fountain, you just need to go around to the right and then down King Street. Pretty self-explanatory. If it is totally rammed, we'll just go over the road to the volunteer instead.